All right, everyone, this is the High Vibe and Effective Social Media Call. And if you're watching this recording, just stick through the whole thing because there's good stuff throughout. And before I jump into the content, I want to first just have a couple of people share like what's already there for you about social media. Like some view or some belief or some feeling about social media that's either, positive, negative, not that those really exist, but just the truth of how it feels to you.
I'll go.
Sure, Danny and then Michael.
Haha, Michael. Sometimes it can feel like there's a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes work. It feels like it takes work. Sometimes it can be fun, but there are quite amount of times when it feels like work and it's something that I have to do and it's not necessarily exciting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
cool.
there's like, am I doing this right?
Yep. And then there's, am I doing this right? Good. Thank you for being honest. And just to fill Myra in, Michael, we're having a couple of people share about how social media already feels to us before we jump into the content, just like what's already there. Maybe it's good, bad, just how we feel about it. So just so you know what people are sharing about, welcome. Michael, let's hear it.
Yeah, so the first part is I think it's an awesome, amazing, incredible platform to share what you're up to, share what you believe in, for me to share what I'm up to, what I believe in, and to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
And similar to what Danny said, on the flip side of that is sometimes there's like this mysterious pressure in the background, like I have to produce content. And so even in those moments where it's not inspired content, it's like I just got to put something out there to keep people's attention, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. Thank you both for being honest. And does everyone relate to some part of what they shared? Yeah. Okay. And there's all kinds of things. People think social media is hard. People think it's awkward, that it takes work. And then what do you do when someone likes the post? And then what do all these questions people have. So I'm hoping that by the end of this, that it starts to answer that or disappear it altogether and perhaps just have all of us be inspired and, have some freedom around it, which is my intention. Freedom, high vibe, social media, because there is a ton of junk out there. People are posting things that are negative or pointless, and that's all fine and good, but I know people are hungry, scrolling for something that makes a difference for them. And that's who we can be. We can be that little spot that when they swipe and they see it, they go, finally, somebody says something that speaks to my heart. And that's what I'm really intending, is that it's a reminder to people, okay, there's people out there like that. And you all do such a great job at social media. So now it's not about let's fix your social media. It's just like maybe how can we bump up the vibration and evolve with the times, because social media is evolving all the time. And I gathered a lot of this information with Tony Robbins this weekend, Richard Branson, a lot of the Isagenix millionaires, as well as we have a social media team for our book, and he's taught us a lot as well. So I'm trying to give you as much free content from all the training I've received. Yeah. So first, I want to jump into how to view social media. And I want you to listen to this for yourself, but also for people you are training, because you are all leaders. I am intending that all of you are executives in 2017, so you are all leaders. Yeah, girl, you know it. And so listen for your team as well in this. Social media is a way to build trust. That is a word I want you to think about whenever you are posting. The way you interact with your community it's an outlet for creating trust with people. Because I'll talk about this in the end, but it's all about still taking conversations online to offline. So social media is for trust building. It's an invitation to be of service. And again, I'm pulling these things from what the leaders have shared, Richard Branson, Tony, everything. It's a way you're being an invitation to be of service. You're saying, I'm here to be of service with this message. So asking yourself, is this message I'm about to post of service? It's an outlet for your soul. not your ego. And this is something that people can smell. You know, now, like, there's just people's filters. It's like we used to just be able to sense things physically, but now we can sense things on social media. Like when it's not real, you know, it's coming from a place of trying to sound good, look good. So it's an outlet for your soul. And that's how I want you to be able to feel creative in your writing too. You're connecting from soul to soul. And the most important part of this is the energy behind your posting. How the vibration that you're putting into your posts makes a difference, even if they aren't liking or commenting. So this does not equal the likes and comments. That's okay. But what's most important is trust is built, because when you do interact with that person in a message capacity or phone, that they have this sense of trust from your social media, because they can sense that energy. You know, people can truly feel that. So the energy you're in when you're posting makes a difference. And a couple of you mentioned that, you know, there's that pressure to have good content all the time, like be in an inspired state all the time. So I'm hoping I have some ideas later in this that will help you see that you don't have to just fake, you know, inspiration in the moment, so that when you are writing content, that it's coming from that inspired state, from that high vibration. So, you know, hopefully you've written down some of those notes. The third part, and I'm going to, you know, not go super slow in this because I want to honor all of your time, and you can listen back because I have some assignments in this too. Second part to this, after you've shifted how you view social media to trust, an outlet for your soul, the energy behind it, providing value, is next to discover your brand. There's a difference between just posting stuff that sounds good and looks good and actually creating a brand for yourself. And this was something that Richard Branson and Tony Robbins emphasized a lot, was your brand, because your brand is how people will remember you even if they don't know you. And that won't occur if you're just once in a while posting good stuff here and there. A brand is like, I'm trying to think how they described it specifically, but a brand is like you've created a persona where they actually understand what you believe, what you do, what are you here for, what don't you believe. So that's different than, oh yeah, they once in a while post a good photo. You know what I'm saying? Like, they understand what you believe and what you represent. That's the brand. So spend some time answering these questions, because this will help fill your brand. What do you believe? What do you most want to be known for? And not like 1,000 things, like 3 to 5 things. That was something Emily Vavra spoke about on the stage this weekend, where she says, I do have hundreds of interests, but she says, if you were to look at my Facebook page, you can really tell I'm interested in 3 to 5 things. I post about those 5 things consistently. So picking, what are those 3 to 5 things you want to be known for? Most importantly, how do you want people to feel when they are looking at your social media? And you can tell, like, when you look at other people's brands, you get a certain feeling. You know what I mean? Like, it's very different. Like, you can look at Zach Slobin and it's a totally different feeling than looking at Emily Vavris. You know, so it's speaking to people. So you have to, like, clarify, how do you want to feel? Because that will impact what kind of content you write, what kind of photos. You're going to really start to create this, you know, synergy, this brand, this consistency. It will start to impact the sort of words you use and things like that. And I think about that before I post anything. How is the reader going to feel right now when they read this? And it'll get faster and faster. It's not like I'm sitting there for 10 minutes, you guys. You know, it's like I've gotten on a rhythm where now I can just be like, okay. And it doesn't always work. You know, it's an art, and I'm not 100% perfect. So discovering your brand, answer those questions. And then with that, be creative with your tools and the frequency. So when you look at creating your brand, you're going to want to create consistency in the sort of photos that you do. And so I would even encourage you to start to pick, like, let's say how you want people to feel, or the words that really stick out to you are grace and bold and courageous. That's going to look a certain way rather than flowy, soft. You know what I'm saying? Does that land? Okay. So clarifying those feeling words will impact, like, when you create photos, and I'm going to show you some apps that are really great now that you can create words and photos that will impact your brand. And I encourage you to start some consistency, because again, people will gravitate to that consistency. They'll know what you stand for. So some fun tools, Word Swag. It's like a couple bucks, and it's one of the best investments I've ever made. When you see our posts, a lot of it is Word Swag. So you can, form some consistency with the font you use there. A huge part of this is that Facebook is all about videos right now, more than photos. So I'm not saying don't do any photos, but really start to integrate in more videos. And I'm going to show you actually something I'm creating, and I'm going to be creating for everyone on the team if they want to use it and teach you how. But you can create videos on your phone, several tools. If you have an iPhone, iMovie is on there. It is surprisingly easy. I'll show you real quick if it's easy on here, because I'm actually making one that I'll have finalized for everyone. But it's literally, open up. So it's just got this cool drag and drop. You add a photo, you can add music. You can create something. So I wish I could show you guys this, because I'm making a video for everybody. Actually, let me start it over. This is going to be so good for promoting for the new year. Lost in space, where do I start? The past in the chase. Won't take me down, let go. So I'm still working on it, but this was done on my phone, guys. And once you have the photos, it's quick. And Facebook wants videos. I would encourage you, I'm going to talk about this too, like a frequency. I would encourage you to at least do one video a week. Your brand will boost up. Your interaction will boost up. Facebook will put you up more. If you ever feel discouraged, like people aren't liking my stuff, it's the algorithms. Facebook has a calculation for what they want. So, there's no reason getting bummed out. It's that they want the content that, that they choose. So they want videos. So you can pick, let's say part of your brand, again, when you do your brand exercises, you want to be known for hiking. Maybe once a week, it's a video of you doing your hiking and you got your shake. Or maybe you want to be known for making really good foods. Myra, you're cooking right now. You could do a quick video and you post that up once a week. So picking what you want to be known for, and it'll take you under 15 minutes to make that. So videos are huge. iMovie is one. Ripple is an app. I was playing with it. I don't like it as much as iMovie, but it had some cool stuff. RIPL is an app. I told you Word Swag for just words. And words and photos are great for Instagram, but Facebook is huge on videos, so I'd encourage that. And frequency. So let's talk about that. Think about Facebook as a way to flirt with people. Oh yes, Eva, Canva's good too. That's a great tool, Canva. So Facebook is like flirting with people, and there's like a warm-up phase, and then there's like a full-on dating phase. And so you want to be introducing people to what you're up to. You want to be, creating context. Like if you start something new, it's really a warm-up phase. So with Facebook, you want to alternate content. You want to have a good quote, and then you want to have a selfie, and then you want to have a video, and you want to drip in at all aspects of those 5 things you want to be known for. Again, Emily says, be known for 5 things. So you want to alternate what are those 5 things that you're known for, and then use the different tools, photos, videos, everything like that, really alternating that. Facebook Live. If you can start to do a Facebook Live, that's their number one thing. I think it was Richard Branson, he's, I'm sure, best friends with Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, Facebook wants Facebook Live. So they will boost you up to the top. So really, this is another part of social media. It's an outlet for your soul, right? It's an expression of what you believe. So can you, maybe you're nervous, but can you go on Facebook Live? But here's the thing that they recommend. I don't want to say don't. They encourage a frequency that people can count on. That people want to know when you're doing it and everything like that. So sure, there's special occasions like, all right, I'm going to do a Facebook Live right now because it's just special occasion. But people tend to people tend to follow when they know people do like every Wednesday at 8. You know what I'm saying? Like they really love that they can count on it. And think about the time of day you're doing it. 2 p.m. people aren't really on social media, or if they are, they're at work and they're like in their cubicle trying to hide that they're on social media, so they can't really join a Facebook Live. So do Facebook Lives times where people could have their audio on. But I highly encourage you as leaders, and this gift that we have and the beliefs, people want to hear from you what you believe and what you stand for. They want to feel connected to you. So pick your brand. Some people want to be known for network marketing. So they really talk consistently about network marketing. Other people want to be known for cooking. It's all what feels like in alignment for you. So that first exercise is really important. But then really start to consistently do a Facebook Live, like maybe once a week on that. Let's see, let me look at my notes here. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the difference on social media between just posting and promoting. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make in network marketing that the trainers talked about using social media is they think they can post something once and that's all they need to do. And then they get bummed if, if it didn't work. There's a difference between promoting. Promoting is where you're going to set a period of time where for that time you're going to overly communicate about something, because there's different people on at 8 a.m. versus 6 p.m. and noon, and again, the algorithms. So when we go into a promoting phase, which is going to be huge coming up towards the end of the year, we are going to be more organized as a team than ever. And we had a long call today, a few of us, about a promotion we're going to start right after Christmas. So again, kind of that warm-up phase, we're going to Christmas Day start to drip in, hey guys, I have something really exciting coming out tomorrow. And then that's it. You just drip it in, because again, there's warm-up. Okay, then this is all part of the promotion phase. The 26th or 27th, you can choose. We're going to start to drip in this campaign called Start Strong. You guys like that? We were doing Finish Strong. Now there's Start Strong. And that's kind of what the video I was creating. That'll be a resource. And I'm going to make everything I make available. But I encourage you to also do what's your soul expression. I'm making these resources so there's stuff available, but if you want to make a different video that's in a line, that feels good to you, do it with those apps. But we'll set up a good promotion. Promoting is one of the biggest skills using social media. So in a promotion phase, we'll probably post at least once a day about it. And it doesn't get obnoxious. We've done this during some of our highest rank advancements. And there's different people that see it. And even though they may see it the same person, it usually takes 7 follow-ups for people to be a yes. So it's good as long as you're alternating the content. So that's why we're going to have a variety of pictures and and video. That's all good content. It's beautiful. It feels good when people look at it. Again, because the vibration is the most important part of how people feel. So we'll promote. And I encourage you to start to think about this year as yourself at using social media for short periods of time of promotion. And then there's just general lifestyle. So we'll start Christmas, day after Christmas, through the new year and the 9th with this promotion phase. Great content, quality, just beautiful. And that's where it's going to be a very clear invitation that we have something we want them to start with us. And so that, again, promoting is so key that it's frequent, that it's recurring, and that there's emphasis. And here's what's important. This is a skill that, like, it's actually not even a skill, but most people don't do it, is interacting with people that are commenting and liking. So when people comment, immediately commenting back. And I'm not saying you need to be on your phone all day. So that's why you set up, time for yourself to be on social media. But when you post something, someone right away comments, you're like, thanks so much. People are more likely to comment on and post on things that they see the person interacting. So interacting back right away. And then with all of us, we can be cheering each other on even more. I know a lot of us do, but even more, if we see each other's posts, let's really comment and like on everything, especially comments. Facebook boosts comments more than likes. And again, I know that's kind of silly talking about comments and likes, but in terms of us supporting each other and really getting that visibility and utilizing this tool, if we can see each other's stuff and comment, even if it's like a thumbs up, it doesn't have to be you write a paragraph, and teaching your team that too, so they don't get discouraged. Because some people start and then they're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do my first Facebook post. And because it's new to their community, they may not get a lot of traction. So teach them, hey, it's okay. You're warming up your community. And hey, I'll comment on it. That'll help. This is especially important for your new people to be sensitive to that. People really do, have they get some approval from social media, or it hurts them. So just being sensitive when you're training them. So promotion, think about that. So mark your calendars for the 26th that we're going to really start to promote. You'll see content being posted, and think of yourself during that 2-week period as just constant, great content. And that's where do the brand work now. Because when you start to clarify your brand, like Kylie, be you. Eva, be you. Danny, be you. Everyone, be you, and people will feel that. Playing with your word swags and all of that stuff. Is that helping? Okay, cool. Now, just a few more minutes. So let's say here's the other part. With frequency, here's what I recommend, because you were saying having content, it takes work. Here's what I've been doing. Besides the random little hits of inspiration that come up in the moment, I'm sitting down for maybe 30 minutes to an hour on a weekend and writing all my posts for the week. So I will actually, and this is what our social media team told us, and he's a master social media guy, think of a theme for the week. So let's say your theme is confidence, or your theme is money. Again, all in alignment with your brand. Then you'll just be able to sit, and maybe you're a meditator. You meditate, or you pray, or you go on a hike and you're inspired. Sit down and write for 30 minutes your post for the week, and think about the alternating what they're about. So it could be a picture, and then it could be a quote, but it's all within that theme, just for ease for you. It has been a game changer for me. So then now when I'm going throughout my week, we actually have it automated now, because there are apps where you can have stuff scheduled. So it's automated, but even if you don't want to automate yours yet, now oh yeah, it was 8 a.m. on Tuesday, copy, paste, you're done. It will be a game changer. And when I read them, I actually get back into that inspired state when I was writing them. So it's really powerful, creates a lot of ease, and you will actually start to feel this creative channel opening up. Like I now look at it really as kind of like a journal and a way for me to have some expression. So I recommend, if that works for you, try that out rather than just being like, oh my gosh, it's 5 p.m. Let me do something cool. Like you can have it already. I even have photos prepared. But again, like stuff like today when we were at a cafe, I do that impromptu. So not everything scheduled, but some of the more like deeper things I wanted to write. Let's see. Do you guys like that idea? I'm curious what you think about that. Okay. Yeah, Michael, you had a question?
Yeah, I was going to ask what program you use to automate your posts.
Well, so our social media guy, again, for our book, he has a tool he uses, but I've heard of several of them. Eva, Danny, do you guys know of one? Hootsuite is one.
Buffer is another one.
Hootsuite, Buffer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I use Buffer.
If you have like a separate page, like a business page, you can also schedule it right in on Facebook. That's if you have a business page. But otherwise, Buffer or Hootsuite.
Yeah, that's good. And here's what I recommend though with that is there's still that interaction piece. So if you're going to schedule them, still hop on around that because we'll be commenting on them, right? Because we're all agreeing to supporting each other. So we're going to be commenting. So just being mindful of, there's a post going up so that you're still interacting because people will, kind of start to feel like it was a computer if no one's interacting back. Okay, now transitioning conversations from online to offline. Because people are going to be liking your stuff, commenting on your stuff, or not. People will message you randomly, or there's us taking our initiative and reaching out. But here's what's awesome. If you are consistent with your brand and you're authentic and you have that trust, when you do reach out to people, they'll already feel like they know you. If you are being that like that consistency, like not like I'm not talking just like a good like hiking photo. Like people will get that you like hiking, but do people know what you believe? Going back to that branding question, people will feel like they know you if they know what you believe more than just what you do. So transitioning, when people like or comment, I highly suggest interacting with them. If they're consistently, whether that's going on their page and liking and commenting on their stuff. If people are commenting a lot or liking a lot, I'll sometimes message them, hey, thanks so much for always being supportive, starting that conversation, starting that relationship. And then there will be the people that you feel called to reach out to specifically, which, Eric Worre was really training a lot about was that leader taking the initiative. And that's where this campaign will really help because you'll be able to have something specific you're reaching out about. Hey, I thank you so much for always liking my stuff. You're so supportive. Hey, I don't know if it's the timing for you, but I'm starting this great challenge called Start Strong. Maybe you've seen my stuff. Can I share more with you? So they've already been seeing it and you can bring it up. So I won't go too deep into the reaching out part, but Eric Worre did emphasize that social media, even though it's a huge part of network marketing today, now, it didn't used to be. Like, we're so lucky. He actually talked about how great it is for us now. They used to have phone books and, calling up all these people. With social media, we have it good. So now the goal, though, is still to transition it to offline. So that's where you can have only a little bit of interaction via Messenger, and then you really want to be like, well, hey, let's connect via phone. And if you don't feel awkward about it, they won't feel awkward about it. And that's where energy really makes a difference. So if you do still feel awkward about that, you got to talk that out with someone because that's what's feeling weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you feel good about it, they'll feel good about it. And then let's see, when people comment, I'm just looking at my notes. Sending happy birthday messages to people is huge. Let's see, adding people to the Facebook group that are interested. I really want to emphasize, like the other night, is that our social media page is worth thousands for coaching. People would have to pay a ton for the kind of coaching. If we really emphasize that to people, people will get that value. And then there was something else I totally thought of that popped up. The value. Oh man. I really want to think about this. I'll come back. All right. So before I have my last, little invitations for you to go and do, are there questions? How about comments? Anything new occur to you? A new way you can feel about it? Yeah, Michael.
I don't know if I missed this. When we were talking about the difference between posting and promoting, I know you said initially with promoting, you're overly communicating. Is there any steps after that with promoting? Is it like overly communicate and then this, or is there anything next?
Well, overly communicating and then interacting with the people that are interacting with you.
Okay.
So whether they're liking or commenting, or you're just thinking of them. During a promotion phase, you have to think, there really is sending a vibration to people. Like, people really can feel it. Like, when you start to promote and it's like, there's this momentum that gets started, people will feel that. So now there's a clear opening. This is the best time to be reaching out to people during a promotion phase, because they know you're up to something. So if it's, again, coming from a genuine place, it's coming from a good vibration, it's natural to be like, oh, hey, Susie, I see you working out all the time. I'm really excited about a challenge I'm starting, from there. So does that help?
Yeah, I mean, the key, you said it right off the bat, was interacting. Like, that was kind of like stage 2 and then that, I'm sure, ties into taking it from online to offline too.
Yes, totally. Any other comments, questions? Yeah, Elliot.
I got a lot from the what you want, emulate the 5 things you want people to know about you and get really clear about that. And as I was thinking about that, I think I want to use that as also 5 characteristics I want to manifest to my business from other leaders. So I'm really excited to dive into those 5 qualities and be intentional about that and what I'm putting out into Facebook. I think that's really powerful. And I've noticed that my Facebook's kind of been a little all over the place and it's not really intentional. And I just love thinking about, like, what are the 5 things that people want that I want people to get from my social media. So I think that was a huge nugget for me. So thank you.
Good. I love that. Totally. And if you want to be attracting leaders, just like you were saying, show things where you're doing leadership activities. Like, what you want to attract, are you putting that out there? If you want people that want a business, is part of your brand showing that you have a business? If not, how will other people that want a business know that they could come to you? You know what I mean? Cool. Okay, so since my timer is telling me I have a couple minutes, the 3 invitations. Ask 2 people on the team, if they did not know you as a part of Stronger Together, would they have a sense of what you believe, are interested in, and are up to? So asking 2 people on the team, looking at your social media, would they have a sense of what you're up to or not? Because that'll be really good feedback to see where, like you said, Elliot, you could be more intentional. So that's assignment or invitation number 1. Set a schedule and a theme. Try it out for 2 weeks and see how it feels. Allocate some time on Sundays after a good meditation or a prayer or a hike, and set your theme and post for the week and see how that goes for 2 weeks. And then 3rd, let's comment and like on each other's posts. You will see so much more growth if we are all supporting each other. You will see people come out of the woodworks liking and commenting because we're validating each other's credibility. If you want to be known for a leader and you're posting leadership stuff, we'll say, you're such a great leader. We'll be validating those qualities that we want to be attracting. We're speaking that into existence. You know what I'm saying? So that's I think, Elliot, you hit on such a good point. Are we putting out there what we want to attract? We can post hiking photos all the time, but are you looking for hiking buddies? Or are you looking for business partners? So are you posting photos at a coffee shop or at a leadership meeting, things like that. So I hope it's about to count down. Do you guys like those homework assignments? Cool. Has this been valuable for you?
Extremely.
Cool. Okay. Have fun with the branding part and, really just have fun with it. I figured mine out as I went. So it's not like you need to have it all figured out, but start to implement that a little bit more and you'll see your business boost a ton. And then the promotion stuff will get organized as well. So get pumped because the promotion stuff is going to be so good. You're going to see this surge in your business right after Christmas. And keep dripping that in now. Keep showing people you're healthy now because they'll think of you with the holidays, after the holidays. So keep showing your lifestyle. Show your brand. Be you. The world wants you. Okay?
Hey, Jocelyn, can you real quick recap the specific homework assignments? I'm kind of multitasking here between work and cooking.
Absolutely. And since it's
Hey, Jock, maybe you could post it